Is your day okay today? Hey there, and welcome to Mind Window, where we peel back the layers of the human experience and explore the profound, often hidden thoughts that reside within us all. Today, we're diving deep into the intricate tapestry of our inner worlds, sharing raw, unfiltered truths about the battles we fight in silence. This is just the first part of a powerful conversation, so stick around until the very end because there are even more layers to uncover in the full video. For anyone striving for a truly present and mindful existence, if you've turned to podcasts to listen, to absorb new insights, then audio wellness platforms are also an incredible resource. Imagine an app that offers a rich library of insightful audiobooks, meticulously curated from both acclaimed authors and fresh, compelling voices. These platforms often partner with leading publishers, ensuring you always have access to bestsellers and exclusive content. Each title is brought to life with a thoughtfully chosen narrator, presented through a user-friendly interface, and recorded with professional studio-quality sound. You can often download the app and listen to the first few chapters of any book or guided session completely free, letting you explore what resonates with you. What makes these platforms truly special is that beyond audiobooks, many also feature guided meditations and specialized sleep stories. These aren't just random narratives, they are carefully crafted experiences designed with a singular, clear purpose to gently guide you into a peaceful slumber. Everything from the narrative style to the calming background music and accompanying relaxation exercises is designed to help almost anyone drift off to sleep within minutes. I truly believe that exploring these audio wellness experiences could be a fascinating journey for you. To see if it's a good fit, check the description of this Mind Window video. We've included a little gift for you, a specially curated audiobook focusing on self-reflection and inner peace. Download it and give it a listen while you wait for our next Mind Window episodes to drop. For so many people, the deepest wish, the most cherished dream, is simply to have a peaceful night's sleep every single night. Sleep, in its purest form, can feel like a profound escape. When you're asleep, you're not sad, not angry, not troubled, not lonely. It's a precious window, a brief moment of blessed amnesia gifted to us by life itself. But what happens when even in sleep, nightmares still crash over you? You yearn for sleep, desperately crave a night of true rest. For you, peaceful sleep means closing your eyes and sinking into a deep, worry-free oblivion, not being assaulted by a relentless stream of swirling thoughts or the gnawing pressures that torment your waking hours. Even if you're lucky enough to finally drift off, those terrible pains still cling to you, seeping into your very dreams. What starts as a dream soon twists into a nightmare. And ultimately, even the simple act of sleeping to temporarily forget reality becomes something you just can't manage anymore. You lie there, tossing and turning. You think, and then you just cry. The tears fall, one after another. Suddenly, a wave of profound self-pity washes over you. Why do you have to endure such terrible things? You're just a normal person, a regular soul who simply wants to live an ordinary life. So why must you carry so much pain, so much hardship? Honestly, you feel like you can't breathe anymore. Days of insomnia leave you feeling utterly terrible, largely because there's a powerful two-way relationship between sleep deprivation and mental health. Individuals suffering from depression often experience insomnia, and paradoxically, chronic insomnia can also trigger depression or worsen existing depressive symptoms due to changes in the brain's serotonin neurotransmitters. Research from reputable mental health organizations indicates that chronic insomnia frequently co-occurs with mental illnesses such as anxiety disorders and depression. For those with a history of insomnia, the risk of developing depression is up to 4 times higher than for the general population. Statistics also show that approximately 50 to 90% of depression patients regularly struggle with insomnia. Beyond just insomnia, there's something even more tormenting: early morning awakening. This means in addition to your inability to fall asleep, you consistently wake up much earlier than normal, often for no apparent reason. It's far more agonizing than you might imagine. This is something I personally dread thinking about, those infamous 3 a.m. thoughts. At 3 or 4 in the morning, when everyone else is sound asleep, the thoughts that have plagued you all night continue to swirl. The space around you becomes unnervingly quiet, and your mind feels even more hypersensitive. Every faint rustle seems to pierce through the silence, and even the slightest flicker of light peeking through the window catches your eye. And in that stillness, every ache and pain feels amplified. Ultimately, a peaceful night's sleep every single day would undoubtedly be the best medicine, yet it feels so incredibly hard to achieve. More than a few people have, at some point, contemplated ending their lives during these restless, sleepless hours. Thoughts related to self-harm and suicide can become more frequent. Suicide often unfolds in 3 stages: suicidal ideation, planning, and the act itself. Typically, the period of suicidal ideation is the longest, and the number of individuals who experience this stage is the highest. Approximately 20% of the population contemplates death at least once in their lifetime. I'm not bringing this up to make you think lightly of death. The truth is, we will all die eventually. Maybe tomorrow, a week from now, a year, or 50 years down the road. But death awaits us all. However, if this thought circles endlessly in your mind, if there's another person inside you constantly urging you to end it all, then that's an emergency. Please, I urge you to seek help from a qualified mental health professional. I'm here, and these conversations on Mind Window are my message to you. Please stay with us. In the journey from suicidal ideation to action, there are so many variables, so many events that can intervene and stop that action from happening. A dull blade, a rope that breaks, or simply the genuine smile of a loved one. These are all variables that can prevent someone from taking their own life. And I truly hope that Mind Window can be one of those variables for you. Please stay with us. We'll sit by the ocean together. We'll go for a walk. We'll listen to your favorite song. Silence is fine, as long as I can still feel your breath and the warmth of your heart. I know that before you even considered self-harm or ending your life, you sent out cries for help. And terribly, we just didn't recognize them. We often hear the media tell us that even those closest to someone who died by suicide didn't see any signs until it was too late, but that's just not true. Most people who contemplate suicide absolutely send out signals to those around them beforehand. It's just that we often fail to detect those signals. My dear friend, I've only just begun to understand that the person who laughed and talked with me all day today, just last night, their pillow was drenched in tears, their arms bore fresh marks, and their heart wasn't just aching, it was shattered. You told me then, it's okay, you just don't understand, and doctors don't understand either. Honestly, I don't even understand myself. A patient with a stomachache is asked by a doctor what they ate yesterday, and quickly the culprit is found, an expired yogurt. But depression isn't that simple. Yet people still demand that you find an answer. They can't possibly grasp the plight of someone drowning in thoughts that surround them from every direction. When they ask why you're crying, you don't know how to answer. How can you name the sorrows that are overwhelming you, consuming your entire soul? And then they sigh, "Why are you so emotional?" Your pain isn't visible to the naked eye, but just because it's not an outward manifestation, does that mean it's not a real illness? Rapper Logic's song 1-800-273-8255 titled after the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number, has been proven to significantly reduce suicides. Research published in the British Medical Journal showed that after the song was released in August 2017, tens of thousands of calls flooded into the Lifeline, the suicide prevention helpline in the U.S., and the number of suicides also dropped. For too long, outreach efforts often focused on the story of death by suicide without conveying stories of hope and recovery. But Logic's 1-800-273-8255 managed to do just that. And I hope that this episode of Mind Window can also contribute in some small yet profoundly meaningful way, just like that song. In the U.S., we have that number too. Just call or text 988. This is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, a hotline that offers support to people in distress. It's available 24/7 every day of the year. Calls are confidential and can last as long as you need. I truly hope it can help you. This episode isn't starting with why, because truthfully, I can't find, nor can I truly comprehend, the reasons behind your pain. Trying to find reasons now would probably be meaningless. Perhaps now we'll focus on finding out how we can get through this together. What should we do? I don't really know either, but there are a few things I want to tell you. You will break and we will break too, but those will be rounded fragments, pieces that refuse to harm anyone else. The world can be unkind to you sometimes, but you will still refuse to become hardened by it. You break so that light can flood in. You pick up the pieces, watching the sunlight shimmer through the glass. This world offers so much beauty, but that's not all it holds. There is also pain. But there will come a day when you realize an invaluable lesson. Even pain is a gift. Some people fear a rose because it has thorns, but others rejoice because among the thorns there is a rose. You break so that light can flood in. Those fragments within you, let me place them in a special box. There will be a way. So I ask you, even if you shatter, please don't silently break apart in the dark.